Hey guys, it's Eric. I'm back out here, one of my favorite spots on Loyalsock Creek, doing some trout fishing this evening. Gonna get to try to film some stuff. We've had extremely high water here in North Central PA. I've only been out 3 times. Once on rock run for trout, got a few there, and then did a little bit of bass fishing. Once on the river, and once on Monte Preserve, which is east of me, a lake east of me. So I'm just looking forward to an evening to relax, hopefully catch a few. So stay with me, we'll see what we can do. All right, so we're down this stretch. You can see the water is really, really shallow here. And I'm going with one of my go-to baits. If you saw my top 5 best artificial trout bait videos, you'll see what I mean. And this is the power bait trout worm, just pink. It's a really light split shot on, so fishing this on 6-pound fluorocarbon. So gonna get this out here and see what we can do. Now when I'm fishing these, basically drifting right down in here, there's a hole. So right here, the bait's already right below me. So once that gets my line tight here, I'm gonna let some line out and just let that drift down. With this creek dropping so fast and being low, they're gonna be tight in the holes. So I'm just gonna let this work down and turn it back on once we get a bite. All right, so we moved down the hole a little bit, added a small weight, and of course one rises right by me. But still got the pink worm, power bait worm on. We're gonna try to make it happen. Now fish are rising everywhere here, and I'll be honest, if I was a fly fisherman, I'd be in a better spot to catch them. But I've done this, I've caught them in low water and this type of stuff, so it can be done. So gonna stay tuned and see what happens. Okay, we got one on the line here, and it feels decent. I'm gonna say not a giant, but probably, I'm guessing, in the 14 to 16 inch range on the pink power bait worm. Oh, a little bigger than I thought. That's a little bigger than I thought. We're gonna get to the shore to get this in. This is a nice trout. This is at least probably pushing 18. Very nice fish. Got him. Get some pictures with him and get a good look at him and set him free. Well, unfortunately, I got him the tape measure. He's about 18.5. As you can see, I got the picture, but he flopped out after I got the picture and got a quick measurement on him. So good start though. Pink power bait worm can get back out of the riffle and see if we can catch some more. Okay, so we're back out to the hole where I just caught that 18.5 inch rainbow trout. And I'm just working that pink power bait worm below me, just lifting, letting it drift. Now that it's straight below me, I'm about to let a lot more line out. Just let that drift below me into this hole. They're pretty stacked in this hole here by the looks of it, especially with the water low. So that's the difference. The last one I caught, it was the second cast after I put some more weight on. Not much, just a small weight, just to give me a little more casting distance and a little easier drift. So got a little ways down there. I'm trying to stay back here as far as I can. With this water being clear like this, the fish are really spooky and everything. Even though the main river and lake and creek-fed lakes are still high and muddy, the creeks drop really fast. So see if we can get a few more here. So that bite's still the only bite I've had, but the fish are rising like crazy. A fly fisherman, I think, would be crushing them right now, but not my situation. So I went ahead and switched that pink to a yellow power bait worm, which is the color of cheese. That was bottom. And that seems to be a really good color when the water's really clear like this, which, pink works when it's clear too, but I'm going to try this because there's a lot of fish here, but there's a hole above that's a little more conducive to this style of fishing, a little deeper and stuff. So we're still going to work this for a little bit, but you can see there's the there's the cheese. So fortunately the wind's blowing up the creek, which is fun, but make the most of it. So I don't know if you guys can see or not, but right in front of me, that big El Camino's there. But we're gonna mix up a little bit. We didn't get any bites on the yellow powerbait trout worm, so I'm gonna throw the gulp minnow on the same rig. Just give me a little more cast distance, and I can kind of almost work it like a fluke for bass fishing. Just let it drift and give it a twitch or two, just for get that reaction bite. So I'm gonna work that a while, see what happens. We're hooked up on the gulp minnow. Feels at least close to the other one, maybe not quite as big, but feels decent. But we're hooked up. A little different presentation for him, and seemed to react pretty well. Haven't seen him. He's not as big as the last one, but put up a good fight. Nice color to him. Nice color. Actually, he's a brownie, a little brown trout. Nice. Get him unhooked and show you what we got. Okay, well, we just unhooked him. Get my hand wet. Just a nice brown trout. Let him back in. Off he goes. Nice. Yeah, just basically fishing just like I was the powerbait worm. Just letting that drift down through here and just had another hit. And with that little more, that gulp scent, oh, there's another one. Well, I'm talking another one. That gulp scent, man, it seems to be what they want. So that was a good bait change right there. And that's something to always keep in mind with both bass and trout fishing. You know, if you throw something for a while and it ain't working, try something else. So, see what he is. I think he might be another brownie. Oh yeah, not a giant, but a little bigger than the last one. These browns put up they're a fun fish to catch. Give them a little drag here. Still got that darn El Camino right there. Coming over to see what's up. Alrighty. Got him in. Lost my bait this time, but there he is. About 12, 14-inch brown trout. Super fun fish to catch. Set him back free. Well, folks, I honestly did not expect 2 of the first 3 fish to be brown trout, but I'm not complaining about it. That was back to back. Now, this last one spit it, so I'll take this minute here to quickly show you how I rig. I have a number 8, just an eagle claw hook. Unfortunately, I don't make a lot of these trout hooks in better quality companies, but the right tackle, you can get fish in. But I just hook it right through the back of the neck, bring it through the eye hole of the hook. If I can get it here, fans are wet. And right there, all rigged up. You don't need, that little treble thing. This works just fine. I lose very few fish on this. So let's get out there again. See if we can get another one. And the nice thing is, with the same amount of weight, I can cast this way probably almost double the distance I can the powerbait worm. And matter of fact, I could probably take one of these weights off and still get out there. But so let this drift down. I didn't make it this far the last 2 casts. So okay, so I had those 2 in a row on the gulp minnow. 2 brown trout in a row. So I moved about 20 yards down the hole, and I just bombed one pretty far out. This low clear water, that's super important, whether bass or trout fishing, getting those long casts in. So we're working it down right now. There's a giant golden though, man. He's coming up for flies. I might try to come moving in this area later, but I'm probably gonna give this a few casts in this stretch, this bottom part of the hole, see what happens, and then move on up to the next hole. So okay, well, we're gonna move on to the next spot. We might come back here later. That golden's feeding pretty freaking good, so might be a little susceptible to what I'm throwing later. I think right now we need a fly to catch him, but he's big. He's 20 plus. But that was good. Go to the shore here, walk out. But yeah, I mean, those 2 browns, they were fun to catch. That first rainbow ended up being a lot bigger than I thought he was. So we finished her first hole this late in the season. I'm not hating that. So we're a little bit of a walk. We're gonna walk up to this next spot and See how we do there? That spot's a little deeper than this. Stay with me here. All right, well, we walked a good half mile upstream and fishing this deeper hole. We're gonna work this a ways down, just kind of work our way back to where we were. So let me show you what we're looking at here. There's a deep hole here. I'm pretty much standing a foot of spit, so get back out there. Well, unfortunately, where we went, not much action. So we're back where we're at. Give it some time to cool off, see if we can get a little better bite this time. Fish on, not very far from the net. Right by this golden here. Pink power bait worm. Another rainbow number 2 of the day. I actually raised this up, and he just came and smacked it. Just a nice fish here. Get him unhooked quick. All right, he's unhooked. Wet in the hands. Still very lively. Nice rainbow. All right, well, I'm back to the truck here. Honestly, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm probably gonna get something, get a bite to eat here. But only up with those 4, but that one, man, that was a good one. Good 18.5 incher. Wish I would have got a little more video footage of him, but at least I got a picture and got his measurement. Just didn't get the measurement video. So either way, good time out. I got to see a gentleman here fly fishing named Joe from New Jersey, and he caught a good one. I got a picture for him as I was moving down the creek. But yeah, the upper spot didn't produce, but it's nice to catch a few of them. So probably have 1 or 2 more trout trips for the year, then it's on to bass tournament season. But good trip on Loyalsock Creek. First time video in here since the Dual Threat Outdoors Race for Countdown. We did a little video on that back in 2021. If you haven't seen that, check it out. But yeah, good late spring trout fishing on Loyalsock Creek, and thanks for watching.